Imagine this. Bengaluru. Usually, it's all techs, startups, that constant hum. But tonight, something else is taking over. It's louder. It's this collective heartbeat, a whole nation getting ready. It's Friday, September 13th, 2025. And honestly, the air just crackles. There's this electric feeling for something that's, well, way bigger than just sport.
It really is something to see. A city known for silicon chips suddenly obsessed with cricket bats and balls.
Exactly. So today, we're diving deep into that absolute fever-pitch gripping Bengaluru, India versus Pakistan, tomorrow. Asia Cup 2025. And look, this isn't just about the runs or the wickets. It's tradition, pure passion, something millions share. Our mission, to unpack why this game stirs up so much emotion. We want to explore the fan stories, the rituals, and understand this new chapter for Indian cricket all through the eyes of Bengaluru. Get ready for some real aha moments.
And it's the perfect city lens, isn't it? Bengaluru, normally quite focused on innovation, maybe a bit laid back, but this match just transforms it.
It really does. Right now, here in India's Silicon Valley, forget the usual startup buzz for a minute. Forget the smell of filter coffee dominating everything. Tonight, Friday the 13th, the city is just buzzing. It's overflowing with cricket fever. You can feel that, Josh, that energy. It's hitting a peak ahead of tomorrow. India, Pakistan, the mother of all clashes.
Oh, yeah, that Josh is everywhere. If you walk through Koramangala, you see groups spilling out of cafes. And they're deep in it, debating strategies. SKY is going to smash it, someone says. Or warnings about sneaky spinners. It's serious analysis.
Totally serious. It's infectious. Then you head over to Indiranagar. It's a different scene, but just as intense. Family stocking up, snacks everywhere, talking team selections over dinner. It's this ritual, a shared pulse across the whole family. You see these regular Bengalurians, usually pretty chill about traffic and deadlines, suddenly become these, armchair critics. Total diehards. It's the ultimate escape, really. A shared story away from the everyday grind.
And that makes you think, doesn't it? Beyond the sixes and wickets, why this match? Why does it cut so deep? It's more than just a rivalry. It kind of mirrors history, layers of history. Plus, you've got the underdog stories, the weight of, a billion hopes. It gets personal.
So personal. We heard from Sharish. He's 21, works in logistics, lives just outside the main city. He put it perfectly. He said, when it's India versus Pakistan match, it's not just a match. Prestige, ego, pride, and all that comes in. His plan, watch at home, full family, turning the match into this, precious family time, which is huge in a city like this, where work can really eat into that time. This game just carves out space for connection.
That's a great point. It really shows how it goes beyond sport. It becomes this anchor point for shared moments, for community, even national identity. It explains the intensity, that collective emotional stake everyone feels. It's rare, that feeling of common purpose.
Definitely. And all that energy, that personal connection we feel here in Bengaluru, it all focuses onto the players, onto the pitch. So let's shift there. Let's talk about teams, starting with India's new guard. They're the defending champs, remember, and they just had this massive 9-wicket win against the UAE in Dubai just a couple of days ago, September 10th. That wasn't just a win. It really set the tone, didn't it?
It absolutely did. And what's really interesting now is the leadership shift.
Yes.
Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, legends, they retired from T20s last year. So the spotlight, it's firmly on the new guys. Surya Kumar Yadav, SKY, leading with that trademark fearlessness. Shubman Gill opening all flair and elegance. Hardik Pandya bringing that crucial all-round fire. Brilliant with bat and ball, dynamic. And then there's Kuldeep Yadav with his tricky spin. It's a really compelling new mix, and they're already showing what they can do.
Yeah, and you sense this mix of confidence, but also caution. We spoke to Deepthi Ravi. She's an associate specialist at a hospital in Yeshwantpur. She admitted the legends retiring felt a bit better, but after that UAE match, she feels pretty confident about this team. But then she added, wisely, I think, Pakistan always brings surprises, so we'll need to stay sharp.
That's quite a balance, isn't it? Confidence from the recent win, but that respect, maybe even a little fear of Pakistan's unpredictability. How tough is that for the players, managing that focus with all the hype?
Oh, it's incredibly tough. Deepthi's point is spot on. It shows a real understanding of this rivalry. India's form looks great on paper, sure, but the history between these two, you just can't ever write Pakistan off. Never. That tension, that knowledge that literally anything could happen. It keeps everyone, players, fans, right on the edge. The players have to be constantly alert. Good point.
Yeah.
Because Pakistan is formidable. They're captained by Salman Ali Agha. And they're coming in hot, right? Just won that Tri-Nation T20 series in Sharjah against Afghanistan and UAE. So they're definitely feeling good about their game. What should we expect from them?
Well, exactly. They arrive with momentum,
And the key thing with Pakistan is always their potential to, well, pull a rabbit out of the hat. They seem to find these explosive openers seemingly out of nowhere sometimes. And they always have crafty pacers, fast bowlers who can really change a game, especially in that UAE heat. So yeah, despite India's recent dominance, this is absolutely not a done deal. Their unpredictability is a serious weapon.
Right.
So to really get the scale of this, the whole context, it's the Asia Cup, the big stage, Asia's top limited overs tournament. And this year, 2025, it's the T20 version, the super fast, 20 overs a side format, explosive stuff. It started September 9th, runs till the 28th, all happening across Dubai and Abu Dhabi.
And the format itself just ramps up the stakes. You've got 8 teams, 2 groups, India, Pakistan, UAE, Oman. They're all in Group A. Only the top 2 go through to the Super 4 stage. So what that means, and this is what fans are buzzing about, is India and Pakistan, they could potentially play each other 3 times. Once tomorrow in the group stage, that's September 14th, 6:3 EM local time, which is 8:000 PM IST, Indian Standard Time back here. Then maybe again in the Super Fours on September 21st, and the absolute dream for many, a final showdown on September 28th. Imagine the nerves.
3 times. Wow. Yeah, fans would absolutely love that. The tournament actually kicked off September 9th, Afghanistan versus Hong Kong and Abu Dhabi. And while India's going for a record 9th title, you can't forget Sri Lanka. They're in Group B, 6 titles under their belt. Always dangerous. After Pakistan tomorrow, India's next match is against Oman.
And one more thing to factor in, always crucial in the UAE, the weather. Tomorrow in Dubai, looking at around 35 degrees Celsius, but crucially, there's a chance of dew later on, which could make chasing a target easier. So the toss. It could be massive for both captains, Yadav and Auga. Bat or bowl first. Big call.
Okay, so shifting back from the pitch to the people watching, the fan rituals. This stuff is fascinating, and how the view of the rivalry itself might be changing. We heard from Shreya B. She's an undergrad student in John Egger. Rituals are everything for her. She actually confessed, sometimes I just sit in one place and don't move at all if the wickets are falling, when batsmen get out. And I wear the same black T-shirt I always wear before every India match. It's these little things, isn't it? Makes it so human, so relatable. We all have our quirks.
Oh, absolutely. We definitely do. It shows how deep that emotional investment goes. I mean, I remember once, well, never mind, but yes, superstitions take over. And that brings us to a really interesting point from Irfan Saeed. He's the director of the Karnataka Institute of Cricket and Hebal. He talked about a shift. Back in the 80s, 90s, guys like Wasim Akram, Shoaib Akhtar, they genuinely inspired fear in Indian fans, real fear. But now, he observes there is no guesswork at all that India is going to win, and maybe even more excitement about an India versus Australia match.
Wow. That's a huge shift.
Yeah.
It says a lot about this current Indian team's dominance, maybe, but also about how the cricket world has changed. More global series, maybe? For those of us who remember that earlier era, that fear was real. You felt it. So to hear it replaced by, like, certainty and maybe even preferring a different rival, that feels like a big generational thing.
Yeah.
What do you think is driving that? Is it just the recent wins, or is the history less potent for younger fans?
It's probably a mix of things. You're right about the generational aspect. Younger fans, they've grown up seeing India win a lot, and they see India play top teams like Australia so often in really intense series. So maybe Pakistan doesn't feel like the only big rival anymore. Plus, let's be honest, the quality of this Indian team right now breeds that confidence. And yeah, those India-Australia clashes, they've been epic recently. So it's less about old wounds, maybe more about the current thrill.
Makes sense. But it's cool that the younger generation still sees it as an adventure. Like Samarth Puranik, a high school kid from Maleswaram. He said, it would be fun to see how India handles the pressure with new faces in the team and the transition into a different phase of cricketing. And so is watching it like a story unfolding. New chapter. Less about the past baggage, more about what happens next.
Yeah, and that frames the rivalry for today. Historically, okay, India does have the edge in Asia Cup games. 10 wins to Pakistan's 6, 2 washed out. But stats are just numbers, right? Cold facts. The real heat, the real story is in the memories. Those moments that become legend. It's not just the result, is it? It's that unbelievable catch or that last over finish or one player battling another. What's a standout India-Pakistan memory for you? One that really captures it.
Oh, easy. For me, 2007 T20 World Cup final. Has to be. The sheer tension, that last over. Jurgender Sharma bowling to Misbah-ul-Haq. That scoop shot. Srisanth catching it. Ah,
It wasn't just a win, it was this explosion of relief and joy across the country. Proof that this new T20 generation could handle the pressure. I still get goosebumps thinking about it.
classic moment. Absolutely iconic. Those are the memories that stick, that define being a fan. And listen, for all of you in Bengaluru wanting to make new memories tomorrow, the city is geared up. 8 p.m. IST. TVs will light up everywhere. High-rises in HSR layout. Homes in Basavanagudi. And the pubs on Brigade Road. They're going to be like mini stadiums. Roaring. Totally. It's everywhere. Places like all social outlets, they've got deals. Skydeck by Sherlock's on MG Road. Big screens on the rooftop. Cahoots on Brigade Road. These places become these, hubs of pure passion. You feel the city's excitement concentrated there.
But what's amazing about cricket here, in Bengaluru especially, is how it cuts across everything. It's so democratic. It's not just fancy pubs. You see vendors in Russell Market selling team flags next to their vegetables. Auto drivers have the commentary blasting. It feels like everyone's included. Unlike some sports, cricket here just seems to speak to everyone. What is it about the game that makes it so unifying, do you think?
That's a great question. Maybe it's the simplicity. Bat, ball, a clear contest, easy to follow, kinda, but also the stories it tells. Underdogs winning, individual heroes, team effort. And even though Chinnaswamy Stadium isn't hosting this game, its history is here. It gave us Kumbal Dravid, legends. So there's local pride, too. Everyone feels connected.
And that connection finds a way. Okay, tickets to Dubai might be expensive, like around 11,000 rupees for a package. But fans manage right. They watch streams on their phones, find broadcasts on Star Sports, balconies become mini stands. It just proves the spirit of the game isn't tied to the physical stadium. It's about that shared experience, that collective pulse.
So wrapping this up, what have we seen? Bengaluru becoming this living example of sports power, uniting strangers, creating rituals, sparking pure, unscripted joy. We felt the hopes, the nerves, the predictions. It's a whole city anticipating together.
And as that first ball gets bowled tomorrow under the Dubai lights, just think about this. The boundaries, the wickets, that's one game. But the real game, it's playing out right here in the heart of Bengaluru. And the shared looks between fans, the roar of the crowd, those quiet personal superstitions.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other things in our everyday lives have that kind of deep, shared cultural meaning? Things we might be missing, something to think about. For now, tune in tomorrow, cheer loud, let that Josh flow. Because India versus Pakistan, it's not just cricket, it's electric, it's epic. And for a city like Bengaluru, yeah, it's absolutely us.